Today, I'd like to do a quick update on my home gym that I have been working on in my basement. The most significant change that I made is I switched from my rubber gym flooring that I used to have to rigid vinyl plank flooring. And this was because the rubber gym flooring smelled so much that there were days that my house smelled like a tire shop, and it just wasn't really acceptable. So this is what I have. It is the Lumber Liquidators Corelux Acacia 8mm, which apparently they're discontinuing. But I think it looks all right. And as far as my subfloor goes, I still have my dry core subfloor. I put a bunch of Tapcons through the tiles to reduce the clicking and any movement. And then I did another layer of Advantech subfloor with some shimming underneath all the sheets, and that allowed me to flatten the Advantech layer. As far as the layout of the gym goes, this is essentially 600 square feet of my basement. The whole thing's around 1,000. But you know, you can't really count the staircase. Over here, I do have utilities and storage behind that drywall. But as far as this area goes, I have electric baseboard heaters, outlets, the basics all along that wall. So that's fine. And then the rest of it's just concrete, unfinished. Previously, I had this cable crossover on this concrete wall, but it wasted a lot of space because I couldn't really put anything else on that wall. So I moved it to this location. Yeah, it takes up a little room on that wall. But this crossbar isn't wasting any space anymore. So that's something that I had not considered until after I built the thing right there. Other items worth mentioning, I have re-shimmed with wood shims. I've made vinyl flooring shims where I could fit such a big shim. This is 3 rectangles of vinyl flooring, so 24 millimeters of shim. And again, it's because the floor goes downhill towards the sump pump. So that's going to be the nature of leveling the frame. The other improvement I made that I talked about in my assembly video is the frame wobbled back and forth, this whole crossbar would. So what I did is I mounted it to the ceiling. I have a 2x4 block there, 2x4 block there. They're through bolted to the pulleys, and they're attached to the joists, the floor joists, with 4 construction screws each, and that really stiffens it up. And what I'll do now is I'll do a fly. This really would cause it to wobble previously. But now, I can really wrench it, and it's not gonna wobble. Over on this side of the room, I have Bowflex adjustable dumbbells. These are the 1090s. I have not had any issues with them yet. Further down the room are my benches. I have an adjustable bench and a flat bench. In hindsight, I probably would have been fine with just the adjustable bench. It is taller though, which I don't love. I had to shim the feet. And same with the flat bench because the floor is not level. It runs down to the sump pump. Some other important devices I have in my home gym are 1 air purifier, 2 air purifiers, and 3. So I have 3 of these Winix 480s. And I think it's important to have a home gym where there's not a lot of dust in the air. And last but not least, we have the radio.